Let me start by recognizing Ms. Simone Brown, who is the acting program coordinator at the Green Fund. Thank you for being here, Simone. We have a representative from the Ministry of Planning, Ms. Emily Hobson. Great to have you as well. I saw, I know he's somewhere here, Mr. Wayne Clement. There he is, former colleague of mine at the authority at WASA. He is currently part of the steering committee for the Dr. River program. To our judges, I want to bring greetings to you, teachers, students, to the employees of WASA and the Dr. River program, especially invited guests. I'm really excited to be here this morning as we stage another River Speak spoken word competition. I know last year it was really exciting. We had some excellent performances, and we just saw a video presentation of some of the winning performances. So I look forward to what this year's competition will bring. Now, I want to congratulate really the schools that would have taken time and would have really provided the environment. And I understand from my own operations in WASA and the communications department and staging competitions of this nature, that the participation of schools around the country in competitions of this nature really has a lot to do with the schools creating and providing that environment for the students to nurture their talent and to grow and to participate. So I want to congratulate the schools that would have taken part and participated in this year's competition. I want to congratulate as well the teachers, because the teachers play an important role in helping to nurture those students and their drive and their ambition to take part in competitions of this nature. And to you, the students, also, congratulations goes out to you. You would have taken up the opportunity that would have been presented to you, and you are here this morning to lend your voice to this competition and to lend your voice to a very discussing and a very serious matter. And that matter, as we know, an issue has to do with the management of our watersheds, the preservation of our water resources, to very important issues. And you know, I want to point out, and I always try to draw this really an example of the importance of watershed management and protecting and preserving our water resources. And you have an important voice to lend in this regard, a voice that will be heard amongst your peers, and even in the future as you grow into adults, your voice will be important in projecting this message of watershed management and preservation of our water resources, as well as water conservation. Now, anybody here ever heard of the area called Five Rivers? Yeah? You know there's an area called Five Rivers, yeah? Raise your hand if you have. Yeah? There's a town, a village called Five Rivers in Arouca. It's part of Arouca. And in fact, I'm from there. And I often tell folks that Five Rivers is named Five Rivers because at one time you actually had 5 rivers in that area. So as a young man growing up, as a boy growing up, we would frequent those rivers. Right? There were some lovely pools. You had the Blue Stone and Floodgate and so on, which are some of them some lovely pools. And we would frequent those rivers as children growing up and bathe and stuff and have a lot of fun. And today, if you go to those areas and where those pools once existed, they're no more. What used to be a river years ago, at best now, may be a little stream. And when I say little stream, I mean little stream. The areas that we traversed years ago to get to those rivers, when you go to those areas now, there are houses on either side, banks, on the banks on either side, houses all the way up. And those rivers, for the most part, no longer exist. And they no longer exist because of our own activities within that watershed. We has led basically to the demise of those rivers. You know, I'm not a environmental person, is not my area. But I often think to myself, if I was a student of the environment and involved in studying the environment, a study that I would want to commission would be a study that I think I would call Five Rivers, a post-mortem. Where have those rivers gone? What led to their demise? Yeah? So for those environmental students or budding environmental students out there, food for thought. Yeah? But you have an important role to play as young people coming up in this country, in this society, to really get the message out there of how important it is for us to manage the activities in our watershed, to promote the preservation of our water resources, and very importantly as well, to conserve our water. And I'm talking about water, our portable water supplies. And we have a perfect example that we're just coming out of, and we're still really in it. We're not out of it completely as yet. We've just gone through a very harsh dry season. And I'm sure most of us here would have been impacted in some way in relation to the availability of your portable water supply coming out of this harsh dry season, right? Now, it points again to the need for us to, when we go through the whole process of accessing our water resources in its raw state, and treating that water, transporting that water to where we are located so we can access it and use it, we need to also conserve that water so that we can ensure that we have for another day or for the future, right? So that's an important message again that's coming out of, that we expect to come up to hear from you in relation to this entire competition as it relates to our water and our water resources. So again, I'm really excited to be here this morning. I look forward to your performances, students, and I want to wish each and every one of you all the best in today's competition. God bless you. Thank you.